Liked loyalty, integrity, generosity, honesty, and trustworthiness. Before camp, I was really hesitant to go, considering that my family hasn't really been a church-going family. Some of us do pray and go to church sometimes, but it's not really a big family thing for us. And so I was hesitant to go, considering the fact that I didn't know if I would fit in very well. But before camp, I was having a really hard time with school and a hard time with home sometimes, and overall my life was pretty negative. But camp really helped me change that to a positive outlook with the help of God. Along with school, there was some fighting happening at home sometimes, and it really drove me to start losing drive to start working towards school, because I felt like I needed to stay home to help. So I kind of became really unsociable and stayed in my room and stuck my face in a book or on my phone. In that time, it was really, really difficult for me to be in touch with my old self, where I would be outside all the time and super outgoing with friends almost every day. I think it was the first night of camp that we did the stepping over the line service. Whenever Mr. Rory was speaking, I decided to open up a little bit and accept a little bit of a change in life instead of sticking to the normal. Since life wasn't so positive, whenever I didn't have God in my heart, why not try to do something different and let Him in and attempt to be a little bit more positive. At the time, I didn't really know if it would work. I was like, well, if it doesn't work, we'll find something else, it'll be okay. Whenever Mr. Rory allowed us to step over the line, whenever I stepped over, it was like all the negativity that was holding me down and preventing me from being who I used to be was lifted away. It was like I was now free to do whatever I wanted to do in life, and I would have someone behind me always. Another thing that we did at camp that really helped me was whenever we went on the hike and we carried this rock that was supposed to be something that you wanted to get rid of, that you didn't want to deal with anymore, would be the rock. And you carried it all the way up the mountain, and you were supposed to think about something that has really been bothering you, that you don't want to bother you anymore, and that you're going to let God take care of. My one thing was, I didn't like the self-image I had. I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I was acting. I didn't like how disrespectful I was to my parents. So I decided that my rock was going to be everything that I didn't like, and I was going to take a complete turn. And so whenever I got to the top, I told all the girls that I was going to change that, and I threw it over. And since I got home, I've been trying my absolute best to be really respectful and helping out at home as much as I can, along with balancing everything else in life.
It was awesome to see what God did in Jolie's life at Ladies of Honor Camp. When I first met Jolie at camp, you could tell that she was not used to being in that environment. But as soon as she was given the opportunity to give her life to the Lord, she stepped over that line. We could immediately see a difference in Jolie's life. Throughout the weekend, she opened up, she released things that she had been holding inside, and God did a great transformation in her life. In fact, Jolie won our Commander of the Weekend for camp, and normally a young lady only gets that reward when she's out worshiped, she's outworked, and outserved throughout the weekend. So it's awesome to see what God did in Jolie's life through camp, and I'm excited to see the plans and what God is going to do with Jolie's life since camp.
Whenever I came back from camp, I definitely realized that I was spending more time talking to the Lord, and if I had done something that day that I felt like wasn't really contributing to my goals, I would ask Him for forgiveness, and I would feel that He would tell me that it's okay and that He still loves me another thing is I spend more time trying to spread the love of God. I like to tell any person that I see struggling that you're loved. I love you, God loves you, it's all gonna be okay. And if you can believe in Him, then you can 110% believe in yourself, and you can do whatever you want to do in life. To anyone who feels like they can't come to God because their family doesn't really go to church all the time, or that they did something in the past that they don't think would be accepted, you are accepted. To love God, you just have to let Him know that you're devoted to Him. You don't have to show other people. You don't have to be super showboaty about religion. It's you. You can do that yourself. And no matter what you think of yourself now, once you accept God, you'll start to see that you are beautiful and that you can do it in life.